What's going on, guys? Welcome back to La Conversaycion podcast. We're right here, another episode. That is right. Here we go. That is it's actually the last episode for the season 2. Right, we're gonna continue with season 3 in the fall coming up. But today is one of the last episodes, but we're not falling behind porque tenemos hoy a una persona muy dedicada a su trabajo, muy dedicada a su familia, muy dedicada aquí, ¿verdad?
Of course.
Tenemos aquí al TikToker. We have a TikToker, famous. No, a little bit.
Come on, 5,000. No.
5,000, ¿no? Ella es mi comadre, Elssy. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. And the family.
What
This
family?
is family. ¿Cómo se llama?
Family conversation. I'm still working on that. But you can call it Family World. We have the other channel, Jesse World. Do you watch that?
Family friendly, no?
Okay, esta? La conversation?
Yeah. Or no?
Yeah.
Is it 13 and up or?
It's all ages. You know, my kids watch this all the time.
I see.
Yeah, exactly.
They get already an expert ahí en el video. Que tienen sus angles.
You do, yeah. Can you put this mic a little closer to you?
¿Así?
Yeah.
¿Para que no me miren?
No, ponlo para abajo.
¿Para que no me miren? Hi. Just kidding. ¿Así?
There you go. Okay, so first time here in podcast. Actually, we did a video last time, but it was nuestra daughter's
Oh yeah,
bautizo,
asking
right?
for padrinos.
Yeah,
Do you still have that
padrino.
one?
We have the video. We do a little recap later. You guys can watch those videos down below. But I want to ask you
Have the little
decoration, the
yeah.
little giveaway. I think that was called. What? ¿Cómo se llama?
No, that was a little like the little gift. The was it vaso, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a
I
giveaway.
can't-
What do you mean?
It's not a giveaway. It's como una. Hey, do you want to be the madrina?
Well, I've never had it. No tengo hijos, so I don't know.
No, yeah. I mean,
like a gift.
like gift, right?
I wouldn't say appreciation because it's not, right?
Yeah. But let me ask you, how did you feel when we did that?
No, we have never been asked to be padrinos,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Like that's not our thing, I guess.
What do you mean it's not your thing?
Like be padrino. I mean, like, I don't know. It's more like, I don't know. How do you see it? When
I see it
when you ask
as a
padrinos?
privilege, you know. I see like, hey, somebody's giving like a right to educate, you know, my kids and be there in just in case I'm not there anymore.
You want me to educate them? Are you sure?
Sure, why not? You know,
Okay.
that's why we picked you guys. I think
I'm
you guys are
kidding.
pretty good people.
I mean, I guess, but like we're not like really into like that
That what?
religion
Environment?
thing or like tradition.
I think it's not a tradition. I think it's just like, as a good person, you're gonna educate a person.
Oh well, no, yeah, but I'm saying like the whole tradition wise.
Yeah.
Like, I guess being like the godparent.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. I don't know. It was just different. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. I mean, if that's how you.
I
feel-
do appreciate it though. Like it's just a whole different.
No, that you can definitely.
Experience.
Yeah,
No, it was no. For us, it's good. You know, like, and especially because we don't have kids, so it's good. But like having a lot of them, like you can barely have time for one. I mean, like with my time,
Sí.
I can barely see like the little, Addie. So it's like adding more and more.
More and
It's
more
like,
kids. Pues
it's a
tenemos.
big commitment, like you guys.
No,
said,
it is porque
So-
tenemos otra comadre. Pues tiene 8 casi. 8 hijos. Got kids plus sus hijos de ella. You know. So it's. I mean, at the same time, it's like how much time are you gonna put into there, right? So who knows? Everybody tiene sus
It's
cosas
different,
de hacer.
so
Sí,
yeah.
es la cosa. Pero mira, también quiero decirte que
You're pregnant. Just kidding.
you're pregnant.
You are.
Am I pregnant? No, nomás estoy gordito. Gracias. No, you also do a hairstylist and you cut hair stuff too.
That's
How's
how
that
I
going?
started it.
Yeah.
For my education. It's not like I do it now as a living, that's how kind of let myself like start up
Yeah.
to finish my college and like pay for it, because obviously my parents couldn't afford that, so I had to find like a way to make it happen.
To make it happen.
And then I graduated and find a good like a job, and
Mm-hmm.
it's doing well. So I think it's a startup. I don't know. I didn't see myself. I don't know. I want to work on my own time and then work on my own.
Okay.
Have my own hours and then go to school and just be flexible, pretty much.
Yeah. So I mean,
It worked for me. I mean, it's different from others. So.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Pero también at the same time, right now, you're not cutting hair most of the time, right? It's just here and there. If you have friends and family, like, hey man, me cortas el pelo. You do that to my kids too.
Yeah.
So
just like not anymore, Like,
but why do you lose that practice? Because even my wife did that, and now it's just like,
oh, I didn't lose them. I mean,
that passion.
Sometimes.
Then why
sometimes you have to like let something go.
Yeah.
To gain something better, and then I didn't left it. I just put like una pausa, like pause.
Okay.
And eventually, maybe in the future, I'll go back and it will just be another
Something
world,
bigger. But is that something that you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I always had that envision of like a business world.
Okay.
So it's coming. I don't know when, but
yeah. So what's stopping you right now?
I don't know. Like there's a lot of other plans that
Right.
Like I have my job, which I love, and I think like I wanted something different because that one is just like I don't know. Like
it's como yo también. It's
a start. Well, for me, it was a start out for my college, for my education and like pay and everything, and it's a good money. You know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You it helped me a lot, and then it kind of helped take that pressure out of my parents with the college payments and everything, because it was tough. But it's just been una pausa for now, and
see, you just never know. No, and I just want to tell you something. Like, definitely, you can put a pausa, but at the same time, yeah, you're saying that you love your job. Because I used to say, oh, look, man, AMC is everything, right? Pero es un trabajo que te botan and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You always have to
have that backup plan, but this is my hobby, my YouTube hobby and everything, but I want this to be my lifestyle.
And honestly, like, for me becoming a hairstylist, it's not like I wanted it to be. It just comes from the family. My grandpa started everything. He was a barber.
Yeah.
It's in heaven. And then my aunt kept it going, and my cousins, they just didn't want to do it. But I feel like we have that as a gift. Like, my brother started it, and he didn't want to do it either. And I was like, you're just going to learn. You're just going to do it. But how? Like, how I'm going to learn how to cut hair? Like, I don't know. I'm like, it's just in you. And he didn't believe me. And then he's like, fine, like, I'll go for it. And now he's he works in a barber shop.
Yeah.
It's good. He's doing pretty good. He has his clientele. And my people that used to go with me now goes with him, which is pretty cool, seeing him grow as a barber. But for me, I feel like it's not something I went to learn. It was just gifted to me. Obviously, just perfected the how to cut hair and everything. That was just a whole different thing. But it wasn't hard for me, like to cut hair. And Maria even knows this. When we used to be in the cosmetology, it just happened. Like, I was already doing this. What's it called? Highlights, color, haircut.
Yeah. And
I remember Miss Logan. She was like the best cosmetology teacher. She's like, oh, like, how do you know this? And I'm like, I just know, like my aunt.
Yeah, like you have it in your blood, into sangre.
Who took me to her work, and she just like let me that freedom of like, okay, if you like this, go ahead. And then she would make me go and wash their clients' hair, broom her station, sanitize it, and like she used to cut the hair. I would just stare at her, like, looked at her like, oh, like what is she doing, and then ask questions, and it just came. So when I went to cosmetology, I was like, oh, I know how to do this. Like, I know what the 90-degree angle haircut or 45 or blonde haircut. And the blonde, like many of the girls didn't know how to do. And I was helping the teacher, like, how to, like, do it and
You were the teacher then.
Yeah, and I was helping them. And they're like, do you know, like, were you doing this before? I'm like, no, my aunt. But it was the thing, like, whoever started it was my grandpa.
Yeah.
So.
Then why don't you follow the legacy then? Like
I am,
you know,
but
you're telling me that you put in a pause.
it is. I mean,
Then,
it is big plans,
time passes.
and time tells. You know,
You know?
your actions will.
Oh yeah,
will
that's true.
tell. So I can't really explain to you until you.
Until it happens. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
A
if
lot is coming, so.
a lot is coming, we'll probably do a blog when that happens. How about
Yeah,
that?
see? You
Hey, give me
We'll
a
probably
heart.
be doing the blog in
Hey,
my spot. You just
next
never know.
season, what? Probably soon. I don't want to say what
5
season.
years. Just kidding.
55.
Stay tuned.
You stay tuned for that blog of that season
Yeah.
here in the Conversation podcast. But that's so interesting. I didn't know about that. See?
Yeah, sometimes you just have to work in silence and
Yeah.
things flow, things work out,
Yeah.
and you don't have to explain nothing to no one. You know,
It's true.
just work, let it happen, and then if they ask why,
Yeah. And that's true. I mean, even though like I
Let your
asked you like
actions speak
why
for yourself.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
actions speak louder, right? So even though you're not saying anything, you're not showing anything to anybody, it doesn't matter. If you're showing progress in your own actions,
yep.
that's what matters.
That's how I taught Maria when we were younger. Oh my God. I remember one thing, me and her were crying in the bathroom.
What
That's
is it?
another topic.
Let's go to that topic.
That's another topic.
You know my wife for some time though. How long have you guys met?
2008.
Now my.
We met.
Uh-huh.
We didn't start right, did we?
You guys used to fight?
Not me. It was my group that I was with.
Yeah.
And then kind of cause we were all in one. It was a whole group. Like it was Mandalay, Round Lake,
Yeah.
Wakanda, and I don't know who else. But we were just in one group, and we were doing hair. And then I don't know what happened. She was close to me, and then out of nowhere, she was like at the end of like the table. I'm like, what's going on? And then I had to like divide it myself and kind of make a choice. And I stayed with Maria. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But isn't that crazy though? Like you gotta make not a sacrifice or choose between friends. Isn't that weird that happens to you in your life? Because that happens to me too.
No, because it wasn't just fair what happened to her. So
Okay.
I always go with fairness. So I just stick with them, and then I
Okay.
identify myself more with them. You know, so it's like we were like less paisitas. And we were just in like we were Miss Logan
Hogan.
favorite students.
Okay.
And then that's when the little thing started. But no, I ended up being friends with them. I still talk to them, like, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't my issue, it was their issue, and that's kind of let them know. And then when they will talk, I would like, just like I don't want her talking bad things about you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to, you know.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be in between. You guys deal with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was talking to both of them actually.
Yeah.
Right.
And just trying to I'm telling you, but that's hard though.
Yeah.
You know, when
So
you're trying to like, I don't know,
2008.
where you hear that name, you're like, you know what? Stop. I gotta walk away. Let's talk about a little bit of TikTok though, because TikTok is here, and I
mean,
saw your videos, and they're getting views.
there's one that with 3.2
yeah.
3.2 million views.
Mira.
But okay,
Isn't
that was
that weird,
the
though?
least video I expected to blow out, and it just went.
Is it the mango one? No, that's a
No,
different
that's
one.
with like my family. They became famous. and
Oh,
I don't
your
know it.
family con la boca, no?
Yeah, with the
With mouth,
is it pout or whatever?
pout, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't know. The star was Frida, and then my brother, and then my dad, and then my mom and another brother were just like, yeah, you're out of the picture. But that was like the last video. Like it was just for fun because I saw it on the guy that makes the laugh.
Yeah.
And I thought that was my laugh, which it was hilarious. I'm like, I don't laugh like Chucky, but thank you. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna. And it was my brother's birthday, so I'm like, I'm just gonna record it, you know, like.
Yeah.
En Dia de Familia or whatever. And then I'm like, I told my brother Marcos, I'm gonna post it, and he's like, no, don't do it. If you do it, I was like, fine. And then he's like, you know what? Post it. You're not gonna get views. And I'm like, okay. So I posted it, and then I forgot about it, and then I went back, and I was just like, oh, 50 views. And he's like, they told you it's been an hour, only 50 views. And I'm like, yeah, true. And then we were talking and eating the cake and stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it again and go check. And it was like 900, like no 90 views in like 2-3 hours, and I'm like, okay, it's not blowing up. Like I'll delete it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And then tomorrow, like the next day, it had like 172,000 views.
Yeah.
And Marcus was like, okay, delete it. I'm like, no, like that's like the highest it will reach, because the mango que hablas is like 172 or
something like that. Yeah.
And he's like, I'm like, it won't go more than that. And he's like, okay. So forgot about it. And then he came home. I'm like, I think like my family's video is blowing up, but I don't think it will go more than 200,000. He's like, oh, thank God I wasn't there. And I'm like, I guess. So ya pasó. And then the next day, lo dejé así. It was 1 million. Oh my.
You're like, whoa.
Okay, what's going on? And then people were commenting and like, why you guys do that? I thought you guys had like your face like that, or your laugh is like annoying, or why can't you just use your own audio?
Like, yeah. Does that bother
TikTok.
you? Yeah, but does that bother you when the comments and stuff like that?
No, I was liking. I liked all the comments.
You were
like funny ones I was replying, and like the main like the hate ones I was replying. I'm like, oh yeah, like why can't you use your own video? And I'm like, because this one wasn't copyrighted. I was able to use it.
Yeah.
And like they didn't reply back, but I was just like being sarcastic to the response. And like the more I respond, the more like the views. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like finish. But they shared for like around 2,500 people shared that video, and I don't know where my parents are at or where they go. But I know my brother found out that the video went viral because her friend sent the video to him. He's like, isn't that you, the last kid? And then he texted me.
Did he tell you?
Not a cute text.
Oh.
But I'm like, hey, just see the good side.
Yeah.
You're famous.
Did you delete that or no?
I'm still there.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
still collecting views and stuff.
I posted like I used to post in 2020. 2021, I didn't post anything. I like through the end because I was focusing working out, so I didn't post anything. And I'm like, I'm gonna go back to TikTok once I have like lose some weight, no se me miren los cachetotes and everything. Yeah, I was working out, so no puse nada. And then like I was saving the audios of like, I feel like it's like toxica videos. So I guess my niche will be toxica vibes. And I keep posting it, and those were getting views, and I'm like, so this is what people like.
Yeah.
So
no, you gotta get what people like, and then they view it.
But everybody likes to see my husband, kind of.
They do. They do. I love it.
Those goes viral. Those go for sure viral. But and everybody comments about him and stuff. They want to see.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like they just started blowing up, and then this one. So I posted a few after that one, and.
Semi here and
but
there.
famous. I'm not famous. I just posted.
You're famous, community famous. How about that? Because I do the same thing.
By who? Just kidding. But I don't know. Like I just posted for fun. Now.
But do you think TikTok is addicting though? Like, I mean, probably not to you.
To watch.
To watch, yeah.
There's one that my husband also posted on his thing and go out, and he's like, I'm done.
Why?
Can't do this.
Why can't you do that?
He just didn't like it. I don't know.
He didn't like the attention?
He was scared of the attention.
Oh, really? Is he parent? Why? He's over there sleeping.
Yeah. But no, mine with him, I guess I'd like to see him more than me, so I try to record him when I can. But I always post it a la noche, and I just go to sleep because I'm like, I don't want to, like, if
they, you don't want to go back in there and you're like, oh, okay, it's
no,
not.
No, I just don't want to, like, post it and I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we know why TikTok is more famous right now, because I think it's 2020 happened with the COVID and everything.
A lot of people that when I started TikTok, they are hella famous from. I don't remember like I remember a couple of them, and I'm like, if I were to continue with my TikTok, where would I be at? But
yeah,
it's too much. Like which audio to use, what to say, what not to say, because now TikTok's so sensitive. Before it wasn't that sensitive. You could post whatever you want and it was fine. But now it's like,
and now it's just like, hey, you gotta watch what you say.
And there's a lot of pranks going on. Have you heard that? Did you get those emails? Like, please talk to your child because there's a trend in TikTok that they're gonna do, and I'm like,
no, yeah. The thing is that's happening is like some TikTokers just put that plank of like, hey, can you do this, right? And it seems like a lot of schools or a lot of teenagers are just like doing those pranks to schools or public places, and they're getting in trouble with those things, you know, like steal like certain items.
In some way.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, TikTok can do that, but any platform I think can do that, you know. But TikTok is just more popular right now.
It got really sensitive.
Yeah.
I guess we're in like crystal generation, so everything's really sensitive.
But do you think like a corporation, let's say that you do something, right, on TikTok, wherever you work, looks at that and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna fire you because you did that.
That's why you gotta be careful. That's why I don't say anything about work or anything about anything. I just use the audios, kind of play it safe.
It's true, but there's people out there that their actions, they don't think about their actions, and then I know where they're viral and their consequences, right? Or vice versa, you know, they are doing something nice for people and they're like, you know, they get rewarded at the same time. Do you think that's fair though for those people to get, you know, canned and because of a little bit of one video? Do you think that's fair to them?
They just have to play.
I mean, they're just having a bad day probably. They're just having a bad day just like everybody else. I think you have a bad day too, right?
And I don't go on TikTok and post
Yeah,
it.
but at the same time, you know, like you go to a store and something happens and...
Oh, when you get recorded?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has a video now.
About the Karens?
I mean, a camera. Everybody has a camera. Everybody has a phone. So you can get recorded at any time. This happened to me in AMC.
Really?
Yeah.
They recorded you?
They recorded me because of the mask, you know. And then they were asking me about the policies and stuff like that. And then I was watching. I'm like, okay, let me see if it's in TikTok or any Facebook. And todavía no parece. Pero
And what's this?
it was like a month ago. But it was just two guys being too loud. And we were telling the policies. And the whole team was like, hey, you got to put this on. Because, you know, take it off at the auditorium when you're going to eat popcorn. But they don't want to. Because they believe that it's not mandatory. And obviously, it's a suggestion, right? But at the same time, corporations have their own policies. So you got to follow it. Pero pues no quieren unas personas. And it's so easy. Just put it on, take it off. Don't be in my sight.
Yeah.
It's a whole dilemma right there.
You can't really win with the world, so.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just TikTok and Facebook and Instagram.
I just do it
it's crazy.
to have fun. I mean,
yeah.
If something happens
and then screw it, right? Porque no? That's what I do YouTube. I'm like, if something happens and I'm doing these videos, hey, we just did 1,500.
You should start doing with pranks.
A lot of people have been telling me that, but
do pranks, do something
luego esta María no se lleva.
se lleva, pero no se aguanta.
No nos aguantamos later. I told her about it, and I think we're gonna get into a fight. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see about that one.
That is true. Yo también cuando me llevo y ya cuando ya me está agarrando, like, y dicen, te llevas pero no te aguantas.
Por eso no se tienen que llevar así.
You know, like, because those YouTubers que se prank, man, I'd be really mad, you know, que te hagan uno así, like, even though it's a joke.
I saw a video that there's a confetti gun, and they do this all the time with the wife, and the daughter is also in it, and they do it all the time, and the wife does the same thing to the husband, you know, and I guess they're okay with it. Obviously, they're making content for TikTok, right?
Pero que si te pasa una vez la mano.
Si te pasa una vez, yeah. Yeah, and this guy is actually, I think he's a police officer. So it's like, are you okay with that? Like, is the police station okay with that? You know, is that department okay with that? Then I guess they're okay with all their videos and pranks. Pero pues nunca sabes. But let's move on from TikTok. No.
You don't want to do pranks?
I told him last time, but he was like, nah, because then.
Pranks on you.
Are you gonna cry?
I'm not gonna cry, but I think I'm gonna hurt her feelings, so I'm gonna do something that she won't like.
Well, that's you guys have to be in
the same place.
Same page, like
exactly.
If I do this, me voy a aguantar lo
exactly.
que me haga. So.
I mean, if we do something to other people, then we have to like, you know, yeah, we have to be neutral about everything.
Start safe.
Start slow and safe.
Yeah.
You know, like ¿quién me robó mi chancla? And I'm like, ha, put it in the freezer.
No, that won't work. That won't work.
Anyways,
no.
Let's move on.
You should do it with the cake or something. Like funny pranks.
The funny parts. Let's move on to something else, okay? Let's move on to your weight loss. Let's talk about that.
Oh gosh, I
Oh
was actually
gosh.
going back to your snaps, and I'm like, I was like, it's like a year ago. No, just kidding. I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, what was the motivation of losing
My
weight?
30s.
Your
My
30th?
30s, my motivation. Like I don't wanna look a señora life, Even though I'm already a señora,
Yeah.
but I wanna look like a doña.
Oye, doña.
I
Pero
know.
either way, te van a llamar doña. I mean, little kids or teenagers are going to tell you
But they
doña.
better look me good, fit, than como la señoras. Just kidding. No, no offense. So, but I don't know. My motivation was my 30s.
Uh-huh.
I want to look good for myself, feel good though, because
Yeah.
it was, even though like I had that weight, like it was really hard, like health wise.
Yeah.
It was heart raining.
So take me down to your...
My knees hurt con todo el peso de tu weight.
The weight, yeah.
It does take afecta todo eso. So I'm like,
Yeah. So how did that happen though? Like, yeah, you went to... I think you're doing Zumba, right? That's what I
We started
seen.
with Zumba on
So
March.
take me down the line of like your dieting, your exercise. So
I
how
don't
did it go?
diet, which is
Oh,
shocking.
mira.
I do not
That is
diet.
a little
I eat
shocking.
anything I want. Si se me antoja una hamburguesota, eat it.
Oh, like chingao.
Pero eso sí, whatever I eat, I put that much to my workouts. Like so I started with Zumba on March, and it was the place that I'm going, which is Latinos Expression. Hi Ivan.
Shout out to them, I guess.
And Paulita and Carmen and Courtney. I went with them. I was nomás un día. It was March 2nd, I think. And I remember I saw Ivan's post. Oh, we opened back to Zumba because it was closed because due to the
Right.
pandemic. Welcome back. Like we're gonna start. Oh, ya empezamos or something. And I'm like, I used to do Zumba in 2015, which I also lost a little bit of weight también. And I'm like, I didn't know where to start to lose weight. Like I'm like, should I eat healthy? Pero I know myself. Once I start eating healthy, and then si me aburro, it won't happen. Like
Yeah.
in 2020, I did lose like 15 pounds, but like I said, like I was eating good. I lost it because I was eating good. I was doing my meal preps. I don't know if you guys remember my Snapchats. I was eating my meal preps, working out here and there, and I lost it. But doing meal preps every Sunday y el trasterillo, and then you had to work the next day. It was just like, I stopped.
Yeah.
So I stopped and I started eating lo que comía. So I gained the weight back. Even worse, like 2 times worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, like I don't know what to do. Like it was the end of 2020. I have lost the 15 pounds. It was March, and I have gained 20 pounds. Like how is that even possible? Like I just lost 15. And I'm like, no, like I need to do something about it. Like, and I wanted to lose it before my birthday, which was April. Like in a month, I was not gonna lose 50 work out 2 hours, como que ya le piensas, te le comes maybe la mitad. So you train your mind, you know, empieza a cortar cositas poquito a poquito. And then if you work out so much in 1 week, then yeah, go ahead and eat the calories that you think your body wants.
Yeah.
Or your body craves. Y así empezó. And people will say, well, then you're doing the calorie deficient. ¿Cómo?
No
Calorie
sé.
deficient? Whatever the word
Sure.
is. Which means that you eat less calories and then burn more calories. I guess that's what it means. You take in more than what you eat. So I guess you will say I did it, but I even didn't think about it. It just
kind of
worked with my
feel kind of natural to do that.
to me to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, el summer pasado, I was doing, let's say, 2,000 calories per day. I was burning.
Yeah.
And I was just probably consuming 1,500 or 1,800. So I had a window of 500 or 300 of calories that they were just up in the air, which they were lost. So if you, let's say, if you don't eat like 1,000 or 500 calories a week, you probably have lost a pound or more than a pound. So that's how it worked with me, with my mentality or what to eat and what not to eat. So I was like, and people were like, then you were doing it. I mean,
I
if
guess.
that's how you will, if that's how you understand how I did it, then yeah. But it just fell in place. It just worked for me. It just, I did what I did.
Everybody works with something that works for them.
And it worked for me. Now that I did a lot of cardio, though, I did lose all my muscle. I lost everything. And now in enero, I started lifting. And it's back now.
Yeah.
My muscles are back. Less weaker.
Así como la hace Adi, la hace, look at my muscle, look at my muscle.
It's coming. Just kidding. Hulk number 2. Just kidding.
You know, but there's a lot of people that they try everything, every diet, every workout, and they don't lose weight. What do you think it's
if you
it's that?
read those
La cosa.
magazines, if you read the internet, like how to lose weight, te va a decir lo que vas a hacer.
Yeah.
It's gonna tell you, and you're gonna do it. But what do you feel? Like, how do you feel it? Is it working for you? No. Then
do something else.
If something worked for you, stick to it. If something really works to you, I say you stick to it, because if it works, it's because it's doing something to you. And that's how happened to me, because I did the diet. You said like the keto one. I didn't do the keto one.
Yeah.
But I did the ones that you eat like arroz, like proteína, and then you will eat like from 9 a.m. to 6 y luego ya no comías.
Yeah. Do you do fasting too?
And fasting is a must.
Yeah.
You have, and it's hard, but it's a must. Like
the guy that you just saw, he fasts for like 2 days.
No, I don't go crazy.
But at the same time, he took like supplements of like drinking something.
Oh,
and
another
so
thing
he did
I
that
don't
stuff.
do, I don't take supplement. Like I see the proteins or the pre-workouts, I don't do that. All I take is my calcium, D3 plus calcium, energy plus B12, and then my vitamins, the hair, nails, and skin.
Okay.
Those are on Walgreens, and I'm not sponsoring Walgreens.
Sponsored by Walgreens, guys.
I found that in there. Like, I don't take any like suplementos para perder el peso, because that's what I used to do before.
Yeah.
I would take the pills que quema grasas o los polvitos de que
the Herbalife and all the stuff.
No, because once you bring that to your body, lo va a querer. Y lo va a querer. It's gonna crave it.
Yeah.
Once you stop doing it, no matter how much you work out, no va a funcionar tu workout.
Yeah.
So I did it naturally. It took me this long.
Pero es lo que te digo, a veces
but it worked.
It works for some people, some other people doesn't work with it. So it's all mentally like, hey, what works? Okay, this doesn't work for me. Let me try something else.
It's todo mental. Like, if you put yourself that you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. It's gonna work. Cause I mean, I've been there, done that, and I'm again there and done that.
Pues eso. If you guys want to work out, if you know her lifestyle, I think you have a couple snippets, and no, you do live sometimes in Zumba, right?
I do live in
Facebook?
Zumba
Yeah.
on TikTok. And then sometimes on Sundays I go and.
Do you feel comfortable now that you do those lives and people see you on those lives of like working out and everything?
Now, yeah. Antes no. Antes I'm like, hey, I was all the way in the back and nadie me miraba.
Sí.
And now I'm like, and also working Zumba is like, Paula, she encouraged me more, and Courtney and Carmen, to be enfrente, in the front. There was one time that Courtney was like, me and my sister-in-law do it. She's like, you two ladies, enfrente. And we're like, we're not ready for that. We're already in the middle. So it's like 4 or 5 rows. We started all the way in the back. And then out of nowhere, la gente nos ganaba nuestro espacio.
Yeah.
We will have to move to the 4th row. And then again, like there were new people coming, and we were
That
moving.
happens to her sometimes.
And then we're already in the middle, and I'm like, okay, hasta aquí. Like I don't want to go in front. Like I'm gonna mess up and whatever. And then Courtney's like, no, you guys are ready. Come join me. Come on the front. And ever since she put us in there, se quedó.
Se quedó ahí.
And then we were taking it. I'm like, we're the new coaches. Just watch. I'm just kidding.
And that's what happens. People look at you guys now. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. You know?
And people, and like the girls that I started with, like they have lost a lot of weight too. Like Maria, the another Zumba partner, que también she's with us. She lost a lot of weight too. And like I said, they don't encourage you to take anything, any supplements. They don't sell you anything. I feel like this Zumba work for me because it's more like, I feel like family oriented. You go in your own pace. They don't pressure you or anything. You just go do your thing. If you want to stay on the gossip, te quedas en gossip. Te quedas en el tequila, te quedas en el tequila. We did have, and I'm sorry, Latinos expression, I have to expose you right there. But we did had every first Thursday of the month tequila night.
Oh, you do?
Oh, it was so
little
fun.
celebration.
It was like the stress. Like, it was a celebration. It was just like,
Sí.
oh, we need tequila night. And it was on a Thursday. And I'm like, okay, let's have tequila. But I haven't gone. But next time, I'll go, guys.
Mira.
It's going to be tequila night.
But let's talk about self-confidence, though. Yeah, you went to weight loss and everything, right? How much?
That's the key number one.
Self-confidence.
You boost self-confidence.
You lose it, you gain it.
No.
You gain
You
it.
boost.
Oh, you boost.
Self-confidence.
Gotcha.
You like, de aquí soy. Just kidding.
But back then, you said, I think you.
Isn't that the true? I mean, you look great
Still
too.
not there, but,
Yeah, I mean, I think back then you still have self-confidence in yourself, right?
I had to push myself.
Right.
Yeah, it's like they didn't come naturally.
Well, yeah, I think it doesn't come naturally.
Antes de
I think if you
antes de
look.
salir con la gente, be like, oh, que todo va bien. Ya me metía yo. Just kidding. Like yesterday, we were at the party and I'm like, we were gonna do karaoke. And I'm like, I'm shy, and then like, you being shy? How? I'm like, I don't know, I'm just shy. Just kidding. But I don't know. It just like, I don't know. I think give you more self-confidence, perder de peso.
Yeah. But I mean, al mismo tiempo, it's just about, if you have self-confidence, I think it gives you more power to keep going, you know. At the same time, like me, you know, doing all these videos and everything like that, and talking to live streams.
How do you like
It's
that?
crazy.
How do you putting yourself? I mean, 1,500
500
followers on YouTube.
True.
Well, you can go live now on YouTube.
Yeah, I can go live on YouTube, TikTok, and all of them.
You want to go live?
We can do
on
live if you
TikTok?
want. But at the same time, we did live yesterday, and it was a little weird, right? Because we don't do live events or
Where?
nothing. Yesterday we did Facebook. You were in a party though.
Like, I would know, right?
What
do you talk about?
But we were talking about just like little stories about ghost stories, and we hit
I
1,500
will
people.
not know your
Huh?
scary stories.
Oh, please, we're gonna talk about it right now.
Have you guys heard La Mano Pelona?
La mano pelona.
Right?
But no, it's just different, right? Just porque like being out there and people can watch you and you know, como que te.
Like, do you feel more nervous cuando hay gente que te conoce o que no te conoce?
Gente
Now
que
I'm
me,
gonna interview you.
I think gente que me conoce.
You feel more nervous?
I think so.
Why?
It's like when I do the podcast, I always get nervous. I told her like last time that I did the podcast with my cousin, I knew him. We're cousins. But I get nervous because I know this is gonna go on video.
Viral?
No, not viral, but it's
I'm
gonna
just
be
kidding.
video and out there, right? And whatever we say, it could be like like I told you, corporations, companies can see this, and you just never know. Starbucks. You don't have a Starbucks. Big shout out to Samaris also, because they've been.
It's really good.
It's really good. It is an iced
approve.
latte horchata. So
What is
big
this?
shout out, an iced latte horchata flavor. Shout out to Samaris, because they're letting me do the podcast in their establishment. So they're here. So click down below so you guys can go check them out. You tell me 3 words that describe you to motivate yourself to lose weight.
Pause. I don't know.
You know?
I didn't think about that.
Sometimes I ask questions to
Say
people that I
something,
know.
Maria, you think will describe me. Maybe I agree or not agree.
3 words that describe you. Or what are the 3 words that you can tell people to get motivated to lose their weight?
No.
Or not even 3 words, just a phrase. Or what do you think? Obviously, self-confidence. They need to have motivation on that. That's what I think. That's one of the things.
Do it for you. Not for
It's pretty
anybody.
much, yeah, do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the world, but for you.
Not
how
for
you
you.
feel, like how you want to feel, you know, like, como te quieres ver.
Yeah.
Because how you see yourself, that's how others going to see you.
Yeah. No, it's kind of true.
For me, my main motivation was, I'm going to be 30. But
What do you think of the podcast? What do you think of this form? Have you ever seen the whole video?
yeah, I have seen the first ones que hicieron doing
Con
Maria.
ella? Okay.
And I'm like, is he that lying or not? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, but I did watch the first ones.
Yeah.
Que hacían. Which I'm going to watch them more porque the driving, so I'll have a lot of time to watch them.
I mean, I put it in Spotify. We're also in Spotify, guys, so you guys can see them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I what about Apple Music?
Apple Podcast too.
Like, how do you started this?
Huh?
How do you started all this?
Podcasting? It was in 2020 with another friend, Martin, and we were doing Positive Rise podcast, and it was just mostly video, Zoom calls, and we post videos out there, right? But it was, you know, during the pandemic and everything, kind of it worked out, but it wasn't what I wanted, because I also want to interview other people. You know, I wanted to do something like that. We didn't feel the same, but then I was like, okay. And then we stopped everything for that. Then I was like, you know what? The schedules match with my wife sometimes. So I was like, let's try something else. And I came up with this.
Nice.
So
how's the editing?
The editing,
Who does the editing?
I do everything. I do the editing and
What do you
everything.
do, Maria?
She's starting to help me out. You just watch.
Just watching.
No, I supervise that everything.
Yeah. She
Hey,
said,
what
like,
is, okay, let's say tomorrow you hit 1 million followers. What would you do?
if
What
I
are
get
your plans?
to keep going to 2 million, 3 million. I
know,
can't stop.
But what are you gonna do? Like, what motivates you to
Sponsorships.
be?
So we gotta get, before even 1 million, we gotta get some sponsorships. You know, get to 20,000, 25, 500. Like, you get sponsorships.
giveaways.
Huh?
Giveaways.
What?
Giveaways.
Giveaways, we can do that. Yeah. It's just a lot of things, you know, need to happen, and I'm waiting for that. So, I mean, like you saying,
A
like,
lot of people started at sea, so you just never know.
exactly.
Be ready.
I mean, it's for me to say, will it happen or will it not? Doubts right there are not gonna help me, right? So it's like mejor put action into play.
Just put it para la gente. Just
Pues
kidding.
para la gente. Y también son videos para mi familia, que veo a los niños, you know, and they're starting to watch the videos more often. And I'm like, okay, when they grow up or something happens to us,
It's there for the
it's
internet.
there, you know, and either they can put it private and they want to do that, then fine. But it's there for them to watch, and maybe when we got grandkids, you know, they're like, oh, that's us.
Oh my gosh.
It's like crazy
Happening
stuff. Time just
soon. I'm
flies.
just kidding.
Yeah, it's crazy when I do this. I mean, because let me ask you, like, if you do videos, where do you post them? Like, do you just keep them in your?
Yeah, like I don't even thinking about like
Because I mean, you can post them on
Gross.
YouTube, right? You can put it in YouTube and just put them private, whatever. If you're home and your family's
I
there,
don't-
like, hey, let's watch some videos.
I had one channel on YouTube, but I don't know what happened to it.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember the password nor the email.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I just post como TikTok. I just post.
Same. No, I mean, gente que they post is because they post. It's just like for fun, right? But people that wanna grow, have a media on this, they have something to say. They're gaining followers, they're gaining momentum, and you know they're doing a really good job. So I want to be part of that, and I'm hoping that I will be part of that.
1,500 on YouTube.
It's trust me.
You should go more live on it,
On
because
YouTube?
attracts more people. On YouTube.
Yeah.
Do aquí lavando los trastes con mi mujer.
¿Sabes qué? Veo videos a veces de like hasta video le enseñé a María. Están pelando un huevo, and it's getting so many videos. Have you seen that? And you TikTok, and it's live, and it's just like peeling the egg, and I'm staring at it.
Have
I'm
you
like,
done that? Is it ASMR? ASMR?
ASMR?
Have you done those?
I've done one. I have another channel too. I don't promote it too
Can
much.
they hear this?
Yes, I heard it right there. It's right there.
What about marriage?
You want to talk about
With
marriage?
Maria.
If she wants to come in the podcast, sure.
No es cierto.
No?
No, fine. No, I'm saying like ustedes cuando se van a casar por la iglesia.
¿Tú ya te casaste por la iglesia? When was this? Just kidding.
When you were in the picture, 2020.
Damn. Put me out
No,
there.
he went
Yeah, I was there.
for like
Right?
a couple
Yeah,
hours
see, he
or
remembers.
so.
You were there?
Hell yeah.
¿Quién te invitó?
Pues, él.
For a little bit, right? And then-
Really?
Yeah, we were in the middle. On the table. In the middle.
I do. I have not watched my wedding movie.
Really?
We should do a reaction to your wedding movie.
No way.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna happen when I'm 25 years de aniversario. We have not watched. Miramos las fotos, pero el video no lo hemos visto.
¿Pero por qué?
Pues ya lo viví, ¿para qué lo quiero recordar?
Entonces, ¿para qué pagaste eso?
Yo no lo pagué.
Then why don't you guys do the video then?
I didn't record myself.
I'm just saying.
just
You're
kidding.
saying, ¿para qué lo voy a ver?
No. No, I don't know. I am waiting. Like, nuestro 25 años de aniversario.
No.
So that's gonna be in like 17 years. Stay tuned. A lot can happen.
A lot could happen.
Just kidding.
Yeah, a lot could
No,
happen.
we have not. Like, ni se me ha pasado aquí en ver el video or anything. I think one time estaba con mi mamá and then she's like, oh, let's play your video, and she was playing it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, take it out. Watch it when I leave. Like, she's
Yeah.
like, why? I'm like,
Can't watch it?
I don't know. That like, I don't know. I was a
You don't like
baby.
watching yourself?
I was a baby there. Like I probably don't even watch this because I don't like watching myself.
What?
Recorded. I don't know.
The girl that was
That's
not
weird.
doing this is doing this
Like,
video.
that's what
doesn't wanna
like
watch
the
this
TikTok
video?
también.
So I can put anything. You'd be like, I don't watch this.
Like if I'm in it, maybe not. No, but I feel like my wedding. I don't know. I mean, él nunca me ha dicho like let's watch it or.
Oh, you should
anything.
tell her today.
No.
Will I watch it?
Yeah.
No?
ves? It's just.
Oh, I don't want to relive that
Bien
again.
cursy, I guess. Maybe I don't want to see my baile sorpresa. I messed up.
Maybe. No, but you were asking like when we get married, but I'm not sure either.
Oh my god!
This is
Like
crazy.
when we did the speech and when we cried, ¿te acuerdas, Maria? The day before my wedding.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, I still have the picture. We ugly cry. Thanks. At the end of the night, Maria's like, I can't believe you're getting married tomorrow. I'm like, don't tell me this because no me voy a casar. And then Lisa se queda, you're getting married tomorrow. And I'm like, stop. And then I was holding their hands. I'm like, one day you girls are gonna get married too, and we're gonna have a family. And then we started crying. Y luego la mamá
Oh,
de Lisa
tears.
estaba ahí y dice, déjame les tomo una foto para que se recuerden. Like,
Yeah.
y todas llorosas. I think it's on Facebook, the picture. But we were crying.
Mm.
We were little. We were babies.
You were ¿Cuándo fue? ¿Te casas?
Babies, 21 years.
Ah, you were 21.
But still, like,
¿Y para qué te casas entonces?
that's a good question.
He's right there. Mira. Dile, ¿para qué te
Because
casas?
I love him.
Ahí está.
The love
What's the
of my
hardest thing about marriage then? Do you guys communicate a lot? Yeah? All the time? Yeah?
life. Even to say hi. Even to say, please, eat
Move.
your lunch.
Please, movie.
No, we do communicate a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Y cuando no, why you haven't texted me? What's going on? Are you okay? Are your life? What's going on?
Yeah.
No, just kidding. No, but we do communicate a lot. I don't know, like, at the beginning, I mean, it was a whole different world. Like, you had to, like, share everything and llegar a un acuerdo. And, you know, and, like, I don't like this. Well, I do, but, like, what do we do with that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It was really hard for me and him porque, pues, vivimos in nuestro own little space, you know?
Yes,
He had
yeah.
his own life, his own routine, his own schedule. I have my own. And my hour, like, con lo que yo trabajaba was from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and it was just like un revoltijo. It was really hard. I do want to say, like, the first 2 years are tough, and we knew each other for 5 years before we got married.
Yeah, but you guys were not living together.
Exactly.
Is that the difference?
Except, like, you know, like, it's mi tía tiene razón. Lo que es de novios is way different when you get yourself into marriage. Y yo le decía, ay tía, just because it happened to you, it doesn't mean I'm gonna here you go. As I'm telling you, you don't learn from people's experience because quieres a fuerza, aprender for your own.
Yeah.
And then mi tía se quedaba, sí, ahorita se tiene de jarrito, ¿dónde te pondré nuevo? ¿Dónde te voy a poner? Yeah, jarrito viejo, ¿dónde te voy a tirar? And, like, my tía will always say this, like, consejos, and I'm like, whatever. It's because it happened to you.
No, it's because we need to listen to our parents or families. También nos pasó.
And I feel like lo que estoy viviendo ahorita, I do have to thank my tía también, my tía Lucy, because she played a big part of my life. She told me what to do and not to do, and she told me, if you listen to me, this is how your life's gonna play. If you don't, you know. And I was like,
you're right, tia.
you know,
you're
like,
right.
no, a veces sí, like, we used to fight, but she was right. You were right, tia. That's it.
Oh,
That's
she
the
said
only
it.
time.
She said it here. You're right.
Only time I said this, tia.
¿Cómo se llama la tía qué?
Lucy.
Tía Lucy, you're
Yeah.
right.
No, she did tell me, like, me dio a lot of consejos, like, tons of
There's
it.
always that family member that te da consejos, ¿verdad?
Yeah, like, my tia, I was raised with her too, so I saw her more like a bigger sister, because she's like la hermana menor de mi mamá. So she was young, she was crazy. That's why maybe I'm crazy, tia. It's okay. La agarré de ti. Ahora me regaña, but
Pero
I
pues,
tell her,
es por
I learned
algo,
from
that's
you,
why.
so this is what you made me. Just kidding.
That's what it is.
But no, yeah, I remember she will tell me all this stuff about, like, relationship con los, like, the boys, how, like, cómo pensaban ustedes, según ella sabía todo. And it helped me honestly.
Yeah.
It helped me choose the right person.
Yeah, I can see.
But yeah,
But yeah, I mean, you guys are great. You know, I see that you guys make. I mean, I don't know you guys at home, right? Because that's your own
nobody knows
thing.
how they're home. Like, I don't know.
So
you guys at home,
that's
you
something
know?
different. But yeah, when I see both of you guys together, I think you have a good relationship. And I mean, going back to the padrinos, you know, that's why we chose you guys, you know, to be padrinos, and because we think that you guys are a good fit for our little girl.
Daddy.
So
Oh, she's a little Maria though. That's your twin.
Is your
And
twin.
Fabian is your twin.
Oh, nice.
And then Eric comes.
In between.
And los dos.
And los dos.
Yeah.
Pues, comadre, pues ya creo que es el fin. Ya nos echamos casi 1 hora y media.
No way, really?
No, for real.
Chismecito. Este debería
falta más,
Este debería llamarse el chismecito con café de horchata.
Wow.
Ah,
That's a good one.
Preparado
Maybe for
from
you
Sam.
and Maria. How about that?
Oh my God, me and her have a lot to tell.
No, but it's que you
Esta
guys
1 hora y
need to
media
make
will be
a
2
chisme
hours.
podcast or something, or a show.
Maria, you should make your podcast the Chisme con Maria. And then we invite Alma,
Oh my.
Alejandra, we bring
Chis-
Alejandra,
Everybody.
we bring Diana.
Y traemos a las de Ronald también para decirnos qué fue lo que pasó.
What happened? Yeah, what was all this going on?
What was the reason?
Probably.
What was the
Not in this
reason?
channel. Not in this channel.
What happened?
Okay, guys. Well, probably they'll do that in the future. We'll see what happens,
No, for
right?
real. We bring everybody.
And
Chisme.
el chisme con ustedes dos.
We have a
We
lot.
have a reunion. Ay, imagínate.
Ay, Dios mío. Good luck with that one. You take over this one, and you got to bring your own girls and everything. How
No,
about
for
that?
real, que soy chismosa con las buchonas. I'm just kidding, no es cierto.
Las
We're not
buchonas,
buchonas.
órale.
But we have a lot.
A lot of
I don't know.
chismes.
And we will ask like why you guys se dividieron.
I
That's
don't know.
so
Don't
weird.
ask me. I have no clue.
Started with the purple sweater.
Oh, that purple sweater.
We know who you are, purple sweater. I'll tag you. Just kidding.
Okay, let me sign up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching today's
Bye.
episode. Remember, this is the last one for this season. Thank you so much for being here, comadre. Thank you so much for the audience in the back. And then, woo! Season 3 is coming up in the fall, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
By then we're gonna be extra
Bye.
fit, right, Maria?
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna try.